did you start watching?
I would say, what was it, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, my brother-in-law actually he was heavy on the show, and I was kind of like standoffish because, you know, you hear about the Dragons, you hear about the Magic, but then you realize that's a small part of the show, and then you see that it's a game. It's a game, and who gets on the throne, who's smart enough to figure out how to take the throne and keep the throne.
Who do you think is going to be?
Who's going to be on it?
Standing.
So I would say, honestly, I think Danny's going to die. I think Arya's going to kill Danny. I don't know if she's going to kill Great One first, take his face, and then kill Danny that way or what. But I just think what Danny did, I don't think John is going to stand by her anymore. I don't think Arya is standing by her, especially with Sansa probably pushing her out.
So you think Arya is going to be?
Nah, Sansa's going to take it. That's the only person who really wants it. John, I think he's going to go to the far north with the wildlands and chill out and live a good life out there.
Sounds like you haven't given much thought to this.
I can see.
You know, I got my scenarios that run through my head from time to time.
How has the off-season been, and how are things progressing here?
Oh, it's been good. I mean, anytime you get to come back, work out with the guys. We're finishing up phase 2. It'll be 5 weeks of working together. Obviously, we got the rookies, getting them going this week. It's going good, man. We start playing football next week. I mean, it's not the whole game of football, obviously. We don't have pads on. We just have helmets. But getting back out there, competing against each other, you know, working towards being better each and every day for the 2019 season is great, and we're looking forward to it.
What's it been like working with Coach Mike Pellegrino? I know he's had an interesting journey to the NFL and now taking on a new role.
It's been great. I mean, obviously, like you said, his transition to the NFL is nothing sort of traditional, but each and every day he comes in with his work hat on, working hard, doing whatever he can to make sure that we're prepared to be better football players.
Now you have some teammates that are kind of shy that are giving a pretty big speech at your alma mater this weekend. Did you give them any advice?
Those guys got it, man. I mean, those are obviously Dev and Jay, man. They're tremendous human beings. I told them, if you just speak from the heart, you'll be good, because just what they've been through, their journey to the NFL is different, but they had bumps along the road, and it made them who they are. They're tremendous activists in the community. Like if I could pick, like if I had a daughter and they could date somebody on the team, it would be those guys. Like literally, because I mean, they're gentlemen, how they carry themselves, how they treat their wives, how they treat their daughters. They're just tremendous men. And I know that the students at Rutgers University will have a great message that they can really, really take in and learn from when those guys speak on Sunday.
What was your reaction to the addition of Jamie Collins?
Great. I mean, obviously we know me and Jamie came in together. We're friends. When he went to Cleveland, we stayed in contact. We kept talking. The relationship didn't break. But I mean, we all know Jamie's he's a tremendous football player. Athletic ability out through the roof, and just got to come in here, do what he do, and then earn his spot wherever it is, and play hard and help us try to win football games.
There's no way to predict what the role will be, but just based upon his talent,
Mhm.
the fact that he already knows the defense, and he's a couple years older. I don't know if sky's the limit is the right way to describe it, but he could be a real asset.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like you said, I mean, athletic ability, knows the defense. He's excited to be back, so that's always good when the excitement is there. I'm really just looking forward to, you know, seeing him out there, seeing him play with us again, building that chemistry, being teammates again, and doing everything we can to make sure we got the best defense we can come the first game.
I know Dante said at the time when he got traded, he was shocked. I think a lot of guys were in the same boat.
Yeah.
Back in 16 when he got traded, like, oh my God.
For sure. I mean, he was a Pro Bowler, second team All-Pro like the year before. So anytime that happens, you're shocked. And I think more so just because it's your friend. I mean, I think that was probably one of the first, like, real, like, eye-opening experiences where I realized that, like, this is a business. Because like I said, we came in together, great friends. And then he's here one moment, and then the next moment, he's all the way in Cleveland.
Was it crazy? Was it crazy at all? A player of his caliber is just like a free agent for 2 months after, into May.
I mean, it's still talented players out there, you know. I mean, the signing process is different for everybody. Like I said, it's still talented players out there. I'm just happy that we were able to jump on him and happy that he's a teammate again.
Duron, what excites you most about this defense when you look around to the guys you have here and will arrive for obviously minicamp?
I would say the depth. I mean, just it's depth everywhere. Secondary, linebacker, front, D-line. Like, it's literally a lot of good players everywhere. And Bill always said the more good players you have on your team, the better your team will be. So looking forward to how we can put it all together. It's going to be obviously a lot of competition, who's going to be out there, but it's going to make us all better at the end.
When you encounter coaching changes like you guys have this off season, how important is that depth and that chemistry between you guys to come together?
Well, we talk about, coaches changes. This coaching changes each and every year, and I think Coach Belichick does a great job of just putting it out there and letting us know. It's going to be coaching changes. It's going to be, players leaving. But at the end of the day, we just got to make sure that we go out there, we work hard, we take the coaching from the classroom, take it to the field, and do everything we can to make sure that, we can play good football. Because the more we worry about, the coaches changes and all that, it's the less we're focused on playing good football. And then as long as we do that, I feel like we'll be all right.
How did you see depth last year play a role in what you guys were able to do, the last couple months of the season and obviously in the playoffs?
Played a huge role. Just where we were able to swing different guys. We had Jay Jones playing a little safety, J Mac playing some safety. We had JC covering the tight end a little bit. Chung playing a little bit of linebacker, moving Dev around a little bit too. So it's key. Because it's the way we play defense, everything is kind of matchup based. So whoever we feel has the best matchups is going to be out there and playing. And when you can do that, and when you can have the depth like we have, obviously last year, and then hopefully this year, it'll make our defense a lot more multiple, and it give offenses more problems.
How big of a deal would you say is it who's calling the play, whether it's Coach Belichick or Flores last year?
Coach Belichick, man, he's Coach Belichick. So, if he's calling the plays, I think we're going to be all right. I don't know who's calling the plays. Obviously, we're still about to get in OTAs, but, at the end of the day, man, Coach Belichick is going to have a great plan. He's going to make sure we're ready to go. If it's him, if it's somebody else, I think we're going to be all right.
We obviously make a big deal out of that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like a little bit overblown?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got to think about it. This man called the defense for the Giants, and they won 2 Super Bowls, and Coach, Lawrence Taylor and stuff. So I think if he's calling the plays, I think we'll be all right.
As you look at these guys who come in offensively, they're not a bunch of little water bugs about my height, Reese's height. Have you noticed the size amassed at the wide receiver position? And just in general, can you talk about the fact as a secondary player dealing with 6'3" guys?
Oh, yeah, that's tough. Obviously, like you said, the mass, they're not just tall, but they're, thick, strong. And, obviously going against receivers like that, it makes it a lot tougher on you. Because, that's when the catch rate is. They're able to, use their body to get open a little bit more. You got to be more physical with them, but you can't really get to in a physical match, because in the end of the day, they might end up overpowering you. So you have to be able to, go back and forth with how you're playing them. And hopefully, man, they bring some of that mismatch to our offense and do a good job of scoring some points,
Throwing a shot at me right there?
I think just a little. Just a little.
You've done a lot of important off-the-field work this year. What's that experience been like for you?
Oh, it's been amazing. Obviously, we always talk about, knowledge is power, and just being able to go through, obviously, lobbying for the Promise Act. Then yesterday going to, obviously, a school visit, Tracy Elementary School with legislators, and seeing, obviously, the disparities between one public school and another public school was just, just mind-boggling. Because, my son goes to a public school. He goes to Walpole, Elm Street School in Walpole. And to see the resources that he has, and then to see the resources that Tracy Elementary School has, it was crazy. I didn't understand how school literally, 30 miles away could be doing so bad based off resources, and my son's school could be flourishing so much. And just trying to bring light to that, because it's my job. I mean, as a football player, we always talk about, you want to be the best football player you can be, but at the end of the day, God blessed me with this platform to be able to help others and bring awareness to situations that might not get the spotlight and the limelight that it needs to.
Hey, Duron, somebody else has used his platform throughout his career, Benjamin Watson. How much respect do you have for him? What kind of relationship have you had with him prior to his return here?
So I never got to meet Benjamin Watson, but obviously I heard nothing but great things about him. Obviously, he's also involved in the Players Coalition. He's one of the leaders for PAO. I talked to, obviously, Dev, Jason, and Slater, who've had great relationships with him, and they can't do anything but speak highly of him. I mean, you got a guy who has, I think, 7 kids, and he's coming back to play football, and they talk about the love that not only does he have for football, but the love that he has for God and for his wife. And when you have a guy like that, you can't do anything but just wait to meet him. I can't wait to be around him, can't wait to pick his brain, because obviously he has a lot of knowledge that I feel like is useful to help me in my relationship with my wife and with my kids. I mean, because, if you got 7 kids and playing football, you're doing something right. Huh? Yeah, Terrence. Yeah, we're all together. The safeties, we work out together. We run together. I mean, he's a good cat, man. He's a good guy. Works hard, doing everything he can to learn the terminology of the defense, doing everything he can to work hard. So he's a good guy. He fits in really well. Excited to see what he's gonna be able to do for us on the field.
Who's got the worst thrown stakes in the locker room?
The worst? I'm not going to say the worst, but, like, Devin and Jason, like, for whatever reason, like, they're, like, the harshest critics this year. Like, I understand, like, this season, it's, like, kind of rushed, and, like, it's not as good as, obviously, some other seasons, but, like, I think, like, out of the 5 weeks, man, they came in bashing every episode except, like, 2, and I'm like, bro, just relax, man. Enjoy the show. Like, it's the last season. Like, just enjoy it. It's no more Game of Thrones. Just appreciate what we got. Be happy and enjoy the show. All right, guys. No problem.
I think already